Welcome, my smart lovers and friends. I'm so excited to have you here. Welcome to this community built just for you, focused on inspiring true love and authentic, healthy relationships, okay? All the ships, friendships, romantic relationships, partnerships, all of the above. So I'm super excited to have you here. What to expect, topics related to dating, relationships, marriage, growth, self-care, self-reflection, self-mastery. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of the community.
Okay, smart love. Did you catch me? Did you catch me? Did you check my
Make sure you share with a friend or two or three. Let's continue to grow together.
It's 2025. Hey, we made it. Welcome, Smart Love 2025. So happy to be here. Oh my goodness, we had such a great year, 2024. I'm super excited to celebrate with you all. Just mind me a moment. It's like just take it all in. Okay. First of all, I'm starting this year off on the right foot because not only am I early, okay, I am prepared, okay? It's a Smart Love Sunday. Let's go. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Okay, so I'm going to give everyone a chance to join. Just give me one moment and I'll be right back. This is going to be our regular night again. Smart Love Sundays is back. Okay, football is almost over. I can reclaim these Smart Love Sundays. This is really the vibe. This is like really where all my people are. So I'm so excited to be back with you all on Sundays. So I'm your host, LaDonna. Today's episode is really, it's all about celebrating 2024. Celebrating everyone that has supported Smart Love from the beginning, celebrating just all of my guests and just all the great topics and the series that we've had. We just have so much to celebrate. This has been an incredible journey. We got through this together. I wouldn't even say it's been a full year. I don't think I started shooting my first episode until maybe around February, end of February, early March. So we're not even a full year old yet, but it's a new year. So I definitely wanted to reflect on 2024 and just really just celebrate all that we've accomplished so far. You with me there? All right. So if you are watching, make sure you leave me first of all, make sure you love this post, whether you're watching on Facebook, whether you're watching on Instagram or YouTube, wherever you're watching from right now, make sure you love this post. Then I want you to go ahead and drop me a heart in the chat. Let me know where you're watching from, or just say hey. I'm super excited to be here with you all today. So, as I mentioned, 2024 was a monumental year for Smart Love. I got some great stuff coming for 2025. Like 2024, we were figuring things out, trying to come up with, a good formula, but we had some great discussions. And I'm looking forward to just all of the work that we're going to do for 2025. So, hey, Tammy. Hey, what's up, love? Thank you so much for joining. It's so good to see you. Yes. So, Tammy, you came in kind of on the end of 2024, but I'm going to recap some things so you can see all the great stuff that we did in 2024. Okay, we got so much in 2024. So first thing I want to do is I want to shout out everyone that joined our Facebook group. Hold on, let me share this screen really quick. Okay. So those of you that don't know, we actually have a Facebook group for Smart Love. And I'm so excited for this group because number one, like you all gravitated towards this group like nothing. Like I think I started the group um maybe like a Monday morning. By Monday afternoon, I already had 50 subscribers, and then it was just like growing, 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 growing. So we actually have, where are we now? We have 246 members. Come on, Smart Love. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So this group, it's not all about me. This is about, us, being able to create a community of like-minded people who, we all want to learn. We all want to grow into our smart love. We all are seeking that smart love. So I, of course, promote all the things that's going on with Smart Love, all the shows, conversations, things like that. But in addition to that, I want you all to share your content. If you have a podcast out there you want to share, if you have an event coming up, that's what Smart Love Facebook group is all about. It's all about us sharing. Within the group, you'll see that we have, let's see, I'll show you. Went too far. We have guides. So I created guides from all of the different series that we had. So you go in here, you'll see there's a War on Black Love series. There's a healthy guide to smart love in here. We have some dating guides in here. So this group is really for you. So make sure you all join it. But as far as the Smart Love YouTube page, first of all, let me just put the group link in here because if you have not joined, I want you to go ahead and do that now. So let me put that in the chat. Okay, so that's the group. Make sure you join that. And this is the YouTube page. So if you're not subscribed to Smart Love on YouTube, please subscribe. Please join. Please watch all this great content. I'm telling you, this is where it's at. So I'll take you to the homepage. So once you're on Smart Love, that is not my homepage. That's all the stuff I've been watching. I don't need to see everything I've been. Okay. So, and we're just growing on YouTube too. Like, hey, 87 subscribers. We're gonna be at 100 in a minute. I'm super excited. Okay, so anyway, you'll always see the lives here. You'll see different suggested videos or shorts. But if you go over to the playlist, you'll see I created some playlists for us. So we got our Healthy Guide to Smart Love. We got our War on Black Love series. We got just the podcast, which has all the videos. We have my dating chronicles where I'm like sharing my experiences. That's funny. And then just Smart Love Sundays where, we were getting into it. So one of the, let's see, pause this for a second. So one of the series that we did last year was the War on Black Love. And within this series, we talked about what are the things that are keeping us apart as far as our relationships. And hold on, I lost the screen. Where are you guys? Okay. Hold on a second. Let me make me bigger. Okay. So in this series, we talked about all the things that are keeping us apart. I kicked the series off with just kind of giving some statistics, talked about, the divorce rate and the marriage rates in our community today versus where they were, years ago. So this is a really great show. I'm sorry, a really great series. The first episode, we actually had our Few Good Men join to give their perspectives. We had a special guest, Brother Stanley. And Brother Stanley was, giving us a perspective from, the spiritual perspective and All the knowledge that he brings studying under, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad with the Nation of Islam. He just brought that to light and really kind of brought us into a clearer understanding on this war on Black love. So I do want to play a little bit of it. It's spinning right
Today,
now.
we're talking about the war on Black love. I got my good men coming back. I got a special guest for you as well. We're really going to dive into this topic that is so near and dear to my heart, and I'm just really excited. So I'm not gonna hold you all up, but let me that this conversation is the beginning of many conversations that we need to have as Black men and women. And it's going to help us to start to heal some of the wounds that will bring us closer together as a unit. There are so many factors that have led to this war on Black love. And if we can figure out how we could come together and win, we will be much stronger together. So that's what this is all about. This is a quote by Angela Davis. I thought I fixed this. I guess I didn't. The breakdown of the Black family is due to our economic system of capitalism, which emphasizes profits over people, and our political system of racism and cronyism. That's a quote by Angela Davis. So, with the impact of slavery and discrimination, there's been so much negativity that has caused the instability of Black families in America. The statistics and trends related to dating, marriage, and divorce among Black African Americans show that Black men and women face distinct challenges that influence both our family structure and our ability to find partners. I wholeheartedly believe that more openness, empathy, and support for each other is what is needed to help us strengthen the relationships between the men and the women. Just wanted to kind of share some of the statistics to kind of jump off our conversation. Since the 1950s, the decline of African Americans' marriage rates began back in like 1950 through 1955. We were about 77%. I'm sorry, 77.6% of African Americans were married. By the 60s, it was down to 61%. The 70s, it continued to going down to the 2000s, where we're now in the 32%. So like over half of a drop in marriage rates. Today, based on the latest census, we're about 31.2% of our population is married, compared to 54% of the white population. In 2009, 70% of Black babies were born to unmarried mothers. 2015, 55% of African Americans had never been married. So these are just some statistics that kind of help show that there's definitely continued divide amongst the Black family. Some of the factors that have some of the divorce factors that have played a part in this is, of course, the fact that Black couples have a higher rate of marital dissolution compared to white couples. And still going back to the fact that we are less likely to marry, but we are more likely to separate or divorce. Divorce is more socially accepted in Black communities versus other demographics. Separation is about 4 times more common amongst African Americans. And of course, we have all the economic factors that play into a lot of these rates, from the financial stressors of unemployment, our Black men being incarcerated at higher rates. It's just really causing a lot of strain on marriages, which actually, leads to the increased divorce rates. So that's why we're here. We're not going to let all of these factors stop us from coming together. So what I want to do is I'm going to bring on the fellas and we're going to jump right in because this is a very important topic, and I know the fellas that I have on tonight have strong opinions about this, and everyone wants to be heard. So we're gonna just get started, and we're not just here just to talk about all the problems and the symptoms and the point fingers. We want to come up with solutions. Okay. So let me go ahead and bring my brothers on. All right.
And show to identify who is the enemy.
Mm-hmm.
And one thing we have to realize that now this is that the enemy objective is to make us into himself, that we'll be a carbon copy of that enemy. So we'll be black but white-minded. We'll be black but have the mind of the KKK, self-hatred.
Oreo.
And so the same way the enemy on the plantation treated our women, we'll treat her the same way. He called her a wench. He put her on the auction block. Turn over, wench. Bend over, wench. Look at this wench, and the highest bidder. That's nothing but a modern strip club.
Oh.
That's the same thing they do in Magic City. It's the plantation selling our women on the auction block all over again. She's new. Turn over and you throw the money at her. That's the white man's mindset, the enemy of black love. And unfortunately, the slave master had made us into himself, pardon me. In closing.
Okay. So that was Brother Stanley going in on the war on Black love. I just gave y'all a little snippet, but make sure you go check out that video. Like, that was such a great episode. I apologize. It's actually like 2 hours, 2.5 hours long, but it was so good. Like, all of these episodes of Smart Love where we went over an hour. I apologize, but it was so good. Like, I just could not cut off the conversations. But I'm going to put the link to the War on Black Love video for you in here. So I want you to go back and watch it. It was really good. It was really good. So let me place that in here for you. You're welcome. You're welcome. So in addition to that conversation that we had with the men, talking about the war on Black love, let me go back to the playlist. Let me show you. We went in. Okay, so let me share my screen. Talked about the psyop. So if you all don't know what a psyop is, so psyop is basically psychological operations. It's like propaganda. It's like everything that we're seeing, like in the media, from the news to, Instagram posts and TikToks and movies and, all these things that's creating this negative story about Black. This is not the only way psychological warfare is used, but I'm specifically talking about the war on Black love, how the media is playing a part in that. So we really went in on that. And anyway, so in this episode, which I'm about to share, this is one of the things that we wanted to do, was like kind of demystify some of these things, break down some of these myths. But my brother, shout out to Nye the Great, Nye Gray, he broke down the psyop. So I really wanted to share that. So let me share this video. And the love on Black war. The war.
That's happening too. The love on Black war.
They love it on the Black war.
Right.
Somebody else
war on Black love. Okay, so I want you to tell us a little bit about the psyop,
because you mentioned it in one of our sessions, and I have started to do some research. I didn't have enough for us to really dive into it today, but a lot of the questions that I'm going to ask you fellas are based on different myths and half truths that are out there in the world about Black men, women, love, and all that. So if you could just tell us a little bit about the PSYOP and what that is. And we're going
Okay,
to
it's a psychological operation. Basically, they do these all the time. It's like when they see a lot of times, especially I'm gonna go into music, when they say, "Oh, they created this rapper and made him do this." No, they just found somebody who fit what they was looking for, and they pushed him. You get what I'm saying? So the same thing is with this psyop. They actually have like people who are coming to the comment section just to ignite or to keep a divide. So what happens is the algorithm for negativity is pushed up to the forefront, and that's just one small piece of it. We play the rest of the we do the rest of the roles. We play the rest of it out, because Black folks, we take stuff to the extreme sometimes. So, it's kind of like them, setting something in there and then hiding the hand and just watching it
It's like, let me add to that.
manifest.
It's like propaganda, right?
yeah.
Same
Simply
thing with
put,
media.
propaganda. So basically, what it is, to give you even more of an example, is programming of, like, okay, so he used music, right? It's a vibration where, so that they put into the atmosphere where it causes things to happen in society, right? You hear enough for something, you get to like it. It's just like that song where you didn't like it, but then you keep hearing it. Guess what? You start liking it. That's like propaganda. That's something that's pushed on you to make you believe something, basically, in a nutshell.
Yep.
Super facts.
Yep.
Thank you for the
Thanks for
assist. Super
explaining
facts.
that, fellas.
Right.
And so it makes sense, like when we think about like all the stuff that we see on like social media, reality shows, in the music, the movies, like we start to think that this is how, first of all, the outside world thinks this is how Black people really are.
Right.
Oh no.
Then we start to believe it, right? And
We start seeing it in real life.
Right.
exactly, we start imitating, right?
And remember this:
Art imitates life.
I lived outside the country, right? And when I was outside the country on the local TV stations, all I saw was Training Day, Monsters Ball, Boys in the Hood, the occasional Friday. But it was all the movies that made Black men look super aggressive and Black women look easy. So that's why sometimes these foreigners come over here and they automatically have this preconceived notion about us. They think all our women are easy. I know some of y'all women know when y'all went to the gas station and the air behind the window tried to advance on you with some money. Some of y'all took the bait. No. But that's how they think, that's how they train them to think, because that's all they show to them overseas, like in third world countries. It's all they show is a negative. You will never see hidden colors over there, or something that's gonna wake somebody up. So that's part of it too. Also, if you really pay attention, like we mentioned last week, if you look at Hollywood, it's really hard to see a Black couple anywhere unless it's a Black producer. Otherwise, even the cartoons, it's getting real.
That was real talk. Like, the fact that, the media portrays us in such a negative light here and abroad, that, yeah, we have a huge battlefield to fight this war on Black love. And so this series was really about, I would say, understanding the problem, identifying it, like, why is there a war on Black love? Why are why is the enemy trying to keep us apart? We talked to, a little bit about the history of how we got to where we are. We demystified some of the myths. I think I asked them 21 questions in that episode, and I'm going to place the link to that episode here as well. 21 questions, truths, and myths about Black men. And you should definitely check it out. It was a good episode, and I feel like we did break down a lot of the stereotypes, things like. Okay, let me paste this in here. There we go. Okay, so like some of the questions were, like. You will see a lot in media, and they'll say, Black men, they only want to split 50-50. Black men aren't providers. They don't want to be providers. They feel like women, make enough money. They don't need to provide. And I think every one of the guys said that they believe that they should be a provider. They believe the man is supposed to be a provider. But let you watch some of these podcasts, you listen to some of these conversations, and you think all Black men feel like they should not have to provide for their families. And that's just not true. We talked about, the things that the guys find important, so it's a really great episode that, like I said, I feel like it really breaks down a lot of the myths and the non-truths about us that's caused by the psyop. And of course, like I said, Brother Nye broke down what exactly is the psyop. So make sure you check out that episode. And then the last one I want to touch on, War on Black Love series, we actually brought the men and the women together, because in previous episodes, like we have one episode with the men, and we broke down the problem from their perspective and the things that they need to work on, and they were able to take accountability. And then we brought in the women, and we talked about our stuff, and we broke it down. We even had one episode, me and my friends, and and I kind of took a back seat as hostess and actually answered a lot of questions, and really provided my perspective on the war on Black love and how we're contributing to it.
The war, of course, started way before any of us were born. It's like outside of us.
Right.
They threw a bomb in the Black community and just watched
Right.
the fallout, right? We're starting to take on thoughts of the enemy about ourselves because we don't know ourselves. Everything that they're saying about us, and we start to say it about us as well. Oh, Black women this, Black women that, Black men ain't shit.
Right.
And then so it's like we're feeding into things that was not our story, that is not who we are, but we are spreading it, right? Because now it's clickbait. Now it gets the most shares, likes, things like that. I put up a post that Essence did where Usher, Russell Wilson, Idris, I can't remember his last name, were celebrating Black women. And everybody was like, oh, this is so beautiful. Lots of likes and shares. One woman comes on the post. She was like, well, he married a white woman. Don't believe him, sis. He really would just wants your money. He wants you to buy his albums and come to his concerts. And I just responded to her. I said, two can be true. He can marry a white woman and still love Black women. His mother is a Black woman. His children are by a Black woman. Like, he can still celebrate Black women, even though he married a white woman. Like, that doesn't negate it. But you know what I'm saying? Like, but she tried to bring down the celebration of Black women with that statement.
But this final episode that I want to show you all, this was called Building Bridges, Not Walls. Solutions for Unity and Connection from the War on Black Love series. And so in this episode, I brought everyone together. So I had the fellas on and I had the ladies on. And we took everything that we discussed in this series and discussed, okay, so here are the problems. What are the solutions? Okay. And so, because that's what we want to get to. We could talk about the problems, we could beat it to death. But one thing we need to get to is the solutions. So I'm going to just play a short clip. Let me find the right spot. 1 second. All right, I am super excited. This has been such a great journey to get to this point where now we could bring the men and the women together. This is the War on Black Love. We have had so many great shows leading up to this point. We've had the men and the women working separately on their issues and their things and their accountability. And now we're ready to come together with solutions. Okay. We talked about the origin of the war, we talked about how it's showing up in the world today. And now we're ready to actually put some plans into action. So I'm super excited. I have an all-star cast here. I got some newbies, and yeah, we're just ready to really dive right in. Let's go. Hi, everyone.
What
Hey,
up?
Hey,
girl.
what's happening?
Thank you so much for everyone for participating. This is really exciting that we actually get to this point. We get to come together and have some real conversations that are needed that between the men and the women. And I know that you finishing up the war on Black love. We're building bridges, not walls, and we're trying to figure out how we can come together with solutions to help bring the Black family back together. Okay. Today, we're going to discuss what it's going to take to actually bridge that gap. We're going to discuss things that will help us to improve our relationships. Each one of us, the man and the woman, we need to come together to rebuild the Black family as a unit. So today we're going to focus on the solutions that will improve communication, education on the science of mating and dating, discuss what solutions around healing and uplifting each other, and coming together to build that unity and get rid of the strife between us. So, everyone good with the goals and objectives of this conversation?
Yes.
Yes. Awesome.
I
Awesome.
love it.
Awesome. I want you to think about three problems that we've uncovered either within this series or that you just see in your everyday life or that you've experienced when it comes to um, the war on Black love, the separation between the man and the woman. And don't just think about the problem, but an alternative solution to that problem. Okay. I'm going to start one problem that I definitely see, just not even just based on like my own experiences, but like that I've actually learned through these conversations that we've had. Like I see that there's a lot of what word I want to use. There's a lot of pressure being put on both sides, right? But specifically for the men, I want to apologize to the men because I felt that maybe I was going so hard for the women that I didn't even think about that the men may be going through some of the same struggles that the women are, as far as like the pressure that society is putting on us, and just all the negative images. And so one problem that I see is um, that I feel like Black men are not given the opportunity to actually show any type of like emotion when it comes to just the stress of life and the pressure and just all the negative things that come at you. Like we're we we as in like when the women, society, everyone, just we look at you like as if you're just unbreakable, and you better not cry, and you better not show any signs of weakness. And I feel like that's a problem. I feel like that men don't have an opportunity to express emotions, to deal with anything that's seen to be emasculating, any signs of weakness. So I think that that is definitely a problem that we need a solution for. um, a solution that I would propose is that we need to have more resources in place for mental health for men, specifically for men. Like we need to start focusing more on dealing with um, yeah, mental health issues that men might be facing that they're just uncomfortable talking about, uncomfortable talking to each other, uncomfortable talking to, professionals. Um, yeah, so that's one of the problems that I see. Any comments on that?
I just want to add on to that. Wait, was you finished? I'm sorry.
Oh, yes. Go
Okay.
ahead.
I wanted to add on to that, and I will also say that I too apologize, for you guys here on the behalf of women, because a lot of times we just dump on you guys and we don't really just sit back and be like, you know what, I was wrong. We might do other things, but never really actually apologize. So I apologize for the times that I have not been a soft landing place for my male counterparts, or I glaze over the things that you guys go through. I'm not going to talk about like so much of the issue, because we done talked about the issue, and I think that we give a lot of energy to the issue, right? I think millions and billions of dollars is being spent to expand the issue so that we can keep paying attention to the issue and not be so solutionary based. So I'm not going to, energetically put anything else on the issue. But I think the main solution for all of this is self-mastery, knowledge of self. Who are you? What have you been? What are you now? I think that, just to be perfectly honest, we all want love. We all want the same things. It's hard out here to do things by yourself, men and women. So why wouldn't you want a partner to do it with? But unfortunately, because of that, we started to kind of have a more transactional based relationship, versus this is my journey, that's your journey, and we're walking this journey together. Not being friends, not allowing each other to grow. The same person that you got with or that you're with today is not going to be the same person years from now, not even a week after from right now. So just, making sure that we tapping in with each other, and just making sure we're okay as individuals and doing our own work, give us more grace with each other. When you're doing your own work and you're really breaking down and just figuring out who you are, why you pick the people that you pick, what habits do you have, how did you develop those habits, are those habits in your family? Did you start to learn these habits along the way and really exercise these demons? You'll start to give people grace, because when you look at other people, you'll be like, oh, okay, I see that they're dealing with this, or I see that they're dealing with that. But if we're using the word war as we have been, then there needs to be a victor. There needs to be an enemy. There needs to be an agenda, for why I need to win and why you need to lose. And so we're always going to have conflict. That's just going to be, what we're going to deal with on a regular basis, but just not looking at it as a war, and just really, we working on this together, and giving each other grace, tapping in with each other. Is this still what you want? You know what I'm saying? Is this making you happy? It's not our responsibility to make each other happy, and doing our own self work. We'll find those things out that make us happy. We are to add to each other's happiness, but just to tap in with each other and be like, I sense that you've been down, or I sense that there has been a shift or change, or just making sure that we tap in with each other and communicate, but developing relationships of friendships, genuine friendships first, before we jumping into these relationships. That way, when alterations, changes happen, we not like, what happened, or why are we not doing this or going there, because we have developed a situational relationship.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna pause you right there. To my girl Nikita, like she just brought so much knowledge. I really appreciated her. Shout out to Fatima. Man, she dropped a lot of game, a lot of just great tips from a married woman's perspective.
I believe even her husband joined at one point, and he, gave us the male perspective, like, coming from the Nation of Islam, and, they had their own struggles within their marriage and how they worked through it. Everyone offered great tips. And one of the solutions out of that conversation, what Nikita mentioned was self mastery. So the very next series that we focused on was a healthy guide to smart love. And within that series, hold on, let me pull that up for y'all too. So I got some game for y'all over here. Like, if you missed it, like, you tripping. Like, I'm telling you, we had some good game on these shows. But so we did the series. Let me find it, and I want to show it to you. Okay. So let me share my screen again. I'll do this one. Okay. So again, on the Smart Love YouTube page, under Facebook group. So you can find these videos either the Facebook group or on YouTube. So within YouTube, if you go to the Healthy Guide to Smart Love, let me pause this. I don't want to play it, but you see men need to do to, what are things that men need to work on? What are ways that, men could use the tools available to master self and things like that. So really great episode. Check that one out. We did another episode called To Hold or To Fold. And this was talking about mastering the art of, let's see, I don't know if I can show you just the cover. This is good right here. Let's see. We talked about, I'll mute it while it's playing. Okay. Okay, there we go. When to hold and when to fold. Okay. And I feel like this is something that a lot of folks are currently dealing with, right? Staying in toxic relationships, not recognizing that they're in a toxic relationship, not knowing when to hold, when to fold. So I had my folks at the Unnecessary podcast, Mr. Nip Swag. He joined the conversation. We had Damon from the Thing About Us podcast. We had Marcus Walker on that episode. I think that was everybody. But yeah, so we ran into, some tips. I think I gave, this was, I gave a little lesson. Oh, Sister Fatima was there. Brother Mikhail, Heather. Oh man, we went in. We had everybody on this episode. And so, yeah, we were talking about, what are signs that it's time to fold? What are times when it's time, you need to work through like this, this is a good, healthy relationship. And maybe there's some things that, you need to work on your communication and things like that. So it was a really good episode. So make sure you check that one out. I'm going to put the link to this one also in the comments. So you can check out this episode. This was fun. Let's see, share. And mental health. Let me see. We put the title in here. To hold or to fold. Okay, that was a good one. Okay. And then mastering the mind, the guide to, what did I say? Hold on. I'm like all in, hold on. Did not mean to be in full screen mode. This was the guide to cultivating strong mental health topic for us to dive into, especially like when we, spoke about like men's mental health, which that is the area that brother Mikhail, specializes in, mental health. For great episode. I'm gonna drop that link also in the comments. This is called Mastering the Mind. And I want you all to go check out these videos. These were really good. And I think these kind of help build the foundation for what I want to get into for 2025. If not already, please go subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please, 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 please. You're trying to. Hey, okay. So now for this next segment, for just about 5 minutes, I want to talk about the things that we are leaving in 2024. Okay. All right. So listen up, because this is Smart Love 2025. Okay. We are leaving in 2024 our outdated mindsets. Okay. We're leaving behind our doubts. We're leaving behind our fears, our insecurities, all the lies the enemy told us about ourselves that we believed. We're leaving behind any of the toxic relationships that just don't serve us anymore. We're leaving behind just, any negativity that is keeping us from our purpose. We're leaving all that in 2024. Okay. Okay. When I said the mindsets, I touched on the next thing we need to leave is our toxic relationships. We learned like the value of boundaries. We had a whole episode on when to hold them and when to fold them. Make sure you go and watch that, because we talked a lot about signs of a toxic relationship, signs of a good relationship, the ways to improve your relationships. We talked a lot about emotional intelligence, and it's just so important that we let go of toxic relationships that are not serving us. And I'm not just talking about romantic relationships. I'm talking about friendships. I'm talking about partnerships, business, like whatever is not serving you. And it fits, any of those toxic traits, such as, oh gosh, I'm not going to try to like list them off the top of my head, but we had a whole list of toxic relationships, and you can apply that to a relationship, to a business partnership, to romantic. Check it out. Okay. Oh, my iPad's about to die. Okay. We're leaving behind missed opportunities. Okay. We are not going to let another day go by where we miss out on an opportunity because we were either scared, felt we weren't ready, we were insecure about whatever it is. We're leaving all of that in 2024. In 2025, we're doing everything we said we're going to do. Okay. There will not be an opportunity left on the table. We left all that in 2024. Okay. 2024, we were building, like now it's time to get to work. So gone are the days of procrastination or hesitation. If 2024 taught us anything, it's to seize the moment and go after what we want. Let's do it. Move it. Don't stop. All right. Unnecessary comparisons. This is the good. people you see on internet. You don't need to be comparing yourself to what you see on TV. You don't need to be comparing yourself to your own friends, your own family, people at work. Okay. We're done doing that. Okay. 2025 is about running our own race. You are your biggest competition. Okay. And we're celebrating every step of our progress. I don't care how small, how big, like we're celebrating. Like this is the first episode of 2025 for Smart Love, and I am celebrating. Okay. Oh, I want to write, to how to, dating that I was this, no one would believe these stories. So I started off then someone put a bug in my ear that, man, that could be a movie. In fact, it could be it could be a book, a TV series, it could be a podcast. It could be you could take this. That's what I did. I was like, okay, so we started off like just a blog, and on the blog, I was just giving. I just had different topics, my perspective. But if we start with fixing the Black family, then we can. The reason why I think it's important to bring the two together is um 50-50. The man should be the provider. Oh, the men feel like, just so many negative things. Again, because our Black family is fractured. So this Black love and wealth crisis is real. And I'm not going to spit any statistics today because I don't have them in front of me, but in some years from now, like our children's generation or maybe our children's children, the Black wealth will have disappeared because we are not passing it down. We are getting to the bag probably in our history, but what are we doing with that money? So that's what the whole Black love and wealth family crisis series is going to focus on. And relationships side of it, this love part of Smart Love, things coming. I'm not going to put it out there because I don't want nobody to steal my idea and I'd be like, oh, that was my idea. And no, I'm doing it though. So everything I said, it's like basically a dating app in the form of some dating guides.
Okay, I just sent it to you, text it. Okay, so yeah, lots of great things coming. Like I'm really excited about this series. We have an event putting together for around Valentine's Day, so stay tuned. Lots of collaborations. I'm teaming up with some great folks. I think that it's really about us coming together and sharing our experiences. So like teaming up with the necessary, unnecessary. Oh, here, speaking of, let me bring all my folks. Get your wig right. Get your wig right. Coming to the stage without further ado. What do you do, man?
Lip swag, put the money in the bag.
Put the money in the bag. What's up, man?
What's going on?
What's up, superstar? You so big time. I didn't even expect to see you on Smart Love. I mean, you over here, you over there. Like,
Shake and bake.
that's what's up. I love it. I love it. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Your podcast is like my big brother podcast. Like you and Frisco. Like I'm watching how y'all doing it. I'm like, I want to be like them. With Smart Love grow up.
We dragging you, kicking and screaming
You know,
like with your big old head. I'm like, if you don't come on, I'm not fit. I'm not fit to stay away, cuz you got to keep up. Come on.
right. You're right. You're right. So I really appreciate it. Like as I was going back through some of my episodes, like that, you know, as soon as we linked up, like you was tapping in, like you were on a few of the episodes of Smart Love, and you actually have like a lot of game to offer these folks. So I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Yes.
You do too. That's why I support Smart Love. You feel me? Everybody need emotional intelligence. You feel me? So you know what I mean. Like Smart Love is a real important thing. You know what I mean? Because I really studied love. So for you to call it Smart Love, I'm like, people don't even know it's like 9 different kinds of love. You know what I mean? And people got a lot of shallow love, and people got a low depth perception of love. So Smart Love is like emotional intelligence, but it's with a fancier name, though. You feel me? So
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. That's exactly
yeah,
what it is.
yeah. So I was in support of that because I really had to study that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have many people. Oh, I love you. Okay, what kind of love is it? Is it eros? Is it, you know what I mean? What kind of love is it that you got from me, for real? You don't
Oh,
even
yeah.
know.
See, I didn't even know. I don't even know all the 9 different types. So I might need.
Oh, I'm gonna need you to get your love smarter, Miss Smart Love.
Oh, send me the book. Know about the love languages. But yeah,
No, it's 9 different kinds of love. You could Google it right now and it'll tell you it's like eros, it's like what is it? Agape, philia, like it's all different kinds of love. And when somebody say they love you, you need to know what kind, okay? Because somebody could have a friend kind of love for you, and you got eros for them. You know what I mean?
oh, that's
And
over.
you can have eros for somebody. You have agape for somebody, but they just got eros for you. You know what I mean? So you need to
Yeah,
know what kind of love it is.
that's real. Now that's some smart love right there. I gotta study. Next episode, we dive into the 9 different
Look
types
at
of love.
old girl. Yeah, they out there though. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people will say they love you, and they probably do, but they sense of love is shallow though. You feel me? So
Yeah, and it has a lot to do with us. Um, like we talked a lot about like starting with self. So if you don't have like unconditional love for yourself, like you don't even know or you can't recognize love. You can't, like, if you don't have that emotional intelligence about yourself, like your own emotions and how you interact with people, and like I said, loving yourself. So I think that's so important. And with what we were talking about, like, well, let's talk about. Is it too early to talk about some of our collaborations coming up in 2025? Like,
probably we need to get more solidified, but just
okay,
know we got big things coming. You
we
feel
got big
me?
things coming.
2025 is the campaign for real. That's why I say you need to stop. You know what I mean? And get on the thing so we get this the campaign, man. I don't know where you at, but wherever you is, we need to get it rocking and rolling.
Yeah, I think that I'm ready. Like I said, it's not a resolution, it's a goal. Like everything that I said I was going to do in 2024 and before that, I'm doing this year.
Yeah.
So I'm not talking about it anymore. I'm doing.
Yeah.
And I know that I keep a lot going on, but
Here is terrible.
it's like, I go where, my energy and my gift is needed. So right now it's in this space. I never thought when I started the beginning of the year, I never thought about doing a podcast. I didn't even call Smart Love a podcast. I was just going live to talk.
Right.
But it has, evolved too. So I'm with it. I'm ready. Let's go. Nips
All right.
in the
I
bag.
was finna say you got me on the hook, man. I popped in, tuned in. I seen the notification. I said, all right, I gotta at least jump into the party. I thought it was a party. It's supposed to be a party going on. And all I see is you with that umbrella hat.
Go ahead. You always say about my outfit. What about my Sherbert? Do you have to say this is Sherbert?
Nah, it look, all smart lovish.
Like this is becoming my signature, okay? Like
okay.
I think it has for every show.
Do you, boo boo? Okay. But no, it's been a very interesting year. I think I don't even remember what month the Cali picnic was in, and
it was 420.
Okay, so that was April.
Yeah.
I remember that's when we met, and you was like, "Oh, da, 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 blah, 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 blah." And it was in passing for real. And I just happened to tune in, like, "Oh, she really talking about something." And I just seen the potential and what you was doing, and I seen what we was trying to build. Even though it's hard to see for people because where we were, it was like to where we are now has been like a big leap. It seemed like a long time, but it really was like a short time. You know what I mean? But I really was like,
you've been doing necessary when I fight.
We got 68 episodes, and then 68. That's we did a double episode for 68, but so we do it weekly. So that's over a year. That's a year and a couple months. I'm not going to do no division right now, Smart Love. But
that's what I wanted to understand. So yeah, a year. Okay. So when you met me, I was like a month in.
Yeah, we was only a couple of months in because I think we started the August before that, and then so it was like August to April because we was on some low numbers when we met you. We was on episode 20 something or something. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, it's that grind that every week showing up. Like, yeah, like y'all doing it, and I've learned a lot from because like even when you first started watching us, our episodes was like 2 hours.
Yeah, that's egregious. You're giving away too much game in one thing, man. Break that up a little bit. I still get flack from Frisco because I be like, all right, that's it. We ain't giving up no more game this time. We just got good, blah. All right, got to be better next time. And you need to get to the money fast. And we ain't sitting up here for no hour and a half. That's too many. That's 3 episodes.
Right. Well, see, the thing is, like, me like taking advice from other people. They were like, "Oh, you got to be on at least 2 hours for Facebook to start pushing you out." And so, I mean, I didn't really see a difference. All I saw was like, now I got way too much content. I got to try to edit down so I can, you know what I'm saying? But like the shorter clips are better. So yeah, got that game from watching y'all. I was like, should they get it in 30 minutes out? Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah. I had to fight for that with my co-host. And I'm like, man, no, we not doing 100,000 hours. You sitting up there long as Malcolm X the movie is. No, we not doing that. No. This is sitcom. This is a show. You know what I mean? When I think of it, I think of like a TV show. It's already on Stars or HBO because it don't got no commercials. So boom, bang, bang, we out. 30 minutes for real, straight through. It's like a Star show. It's like Power or something. You tune in to Power, it be on for about, you feel me? This amount of time, we in, we out, no commercials, and let's go.
Facts.
Wait, you gotta wait for the next episode. We gonna give you more.
Facts. Oh shoot, okay. But yeah, no, so I definitely got that game from y'all, and I'm looking forward to the collaborations. this year. I'm looking forward to, both of our platforms growing. Yeah, so thank you. Peace out.
Smart love.
Smart love. Necessary love. Okay.
We need to do that show, man, the dating show. You played on that and foobity booped and bloopty blooped it.
No, like for real. Like I told you, I wanted to do the balloon pop. You didn't want to do the balloon pop.
We could add that into the thing, but we need to do the thing with the stuff. Like we got the logo and everything. Ain't nothing to do it but to do it.
Okay, let's do it. February. Necessary love.
Oh yeah, we gotta do a Valentine's Day edition of that for sure.
Yes.
That's the perfect time.
Oh, that's it.
Bring that big ass hat, and we gonna bring that sombrero. And we gonna do it for Valentine's Day for sure.
I want a red one.
Yeah. All right, I'm out, Joe.
All right. Okay, okay. Thanks for tapping in with me, Nip. I appreciate you. Okay, so I have to get ready to close out because I didn't realize I'm over. I'm actually supposed to be in another meeting. Sorry. Okay, so let me just close this out. But thank y'all so much for joining. This was fun. Okay, so nope, that's my 2025 plans. That's not what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. 1 moment, please. Okay, so as in closing, as we step into 2025, let's remember that smart love is about growth, it's about connection, and becoming the best versions of ourselves. Together, we are unstoppable. So make sure you join the Smart Love community. Don't miss a single update. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, okay? It's YouTube at Smart Love Inc. Okay, there's just a Smart Love out there. There's a Smart something love. Smart Love Inc. is where you want to subscribe. So make sure you go subscribe. Follow me on all social media. Okay, if you're an Instagram person, follow me at Smart Love Inc. on Instagram. If you are a TikToker, follow me on TikTok at Smart Love Inc. If you love Facebook, tap in, join the group, Smart Love Group, and at Smart Love Inc. is my page. Like it, follow it, like get all the updates, know when all the game is coming to you. This was great. I really appreciated you all, everyone that was a part of Smart Love in 2024. All the new Smart Lovers coming in 2025. Let's go. This is LaDonna, and I'm signing off with love and gratitude and purpose. I'm living out my purpose by being here with y'all. So I hope you know that you are part of my purpose. So thank you for tuning in. And this was Smart Love, the relaunch party. Turn it up. Bye.
Welcome, my smart lovers and friends. I'm so excited to have you here. Welcome to this community built just for you, focused on inspiring true love and authentic, healthy relationships, okay? All the ships, friendships, romantic relationships, partnerships, all of the above. So I'm super excited to have you here. What to expect, topics related to dating, relationships, marriage, growth, self-care, self-reflection, self-mastery. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of the community.
Okay, Smart Love. Did you catch it? Did you catch me? Did you check my
Make sure you share with a friend or two or three. Let's continue to grow together.